What is up, ladies and gentlemen? How you guys doing? I am doing all right, especially with that trading week that we just had. We absolutely destroyed Nasdaq. You did check out the video that I posted last week. It was an absolute banger, and what you actually learned from that video is, right, just because the bulls have hit the highest peak doesn't mean they're ready to go back to the bottom. Oh my god, good playing with it. Okay, that I was saying that last week, and I'll still keep saying it to you guys, that just because we have hit the highest point or the lowest point in the market, it does not mean that the market is about to reverse, right? And it actually played out like that with us on Nasdaq. We were at the highest of highs and the market just kept going higher. So any market could be at the lowest point and it will just keep going lower and lower, and it can be at the highest point and just keep going higher and higher, right? So right now we want to just do a quick run through of last week's trades and actually see what we'll be expecting in the market for this coming week. Let's get right into the video. If you're new, welcome. If you're enjoying the video, make sure you smash the like button, turn your post notifications and subscribe to the channel. You feel me? Let's go. Okay, so right now you can already see that we have the trade actually like this, because this was our weekly trade and this is the 4-hour time frame, right? You can all see that, and we want to remove every single thing. This was the trade that I used last time to explain it for you guys, right? And this was how the trade played out last week. So our analysis did have this line, and you know what the market did, came around about this zone, because it came around about this zone and then dropped to around about this institutional candlestick that you can see here, and then just went way up to the top, right? And then you remember I did say in that video that just because the market doesn't move up in the very same day doesn't mean it's actually not going to move, right? So it actually just biased a little bit, acted like it was selling. I was even laughing with my friend, telling her that look, we had the engulfing candlesticks, all of those things. People will be looking at the market like that and then think that it's actually going to sell, and then it just reversed. It acted as if it was breaking, acted like a false breakout, and then it eventually just pushed out because of all this liquidity that's right there, right? So for this week, right, for this week's analysis, it's nothing too crazy. We might just expect the market, because we can already see that it's actually just in an uptrend, and it has broken. Yes, you see it's forming new highs. It has hit the highest point that it has ever been. So as you can see, we have this trend line. Let me do it like this so I can see. We have this trend line here, this one right now. I drew this trend line on the daily time of this movement that we had, where it pushed up, down, broke this zone, and then pushed up to retest the trend line, went down, and then pushed up again to retest for the second time, and then went down, which was now forming this other trend line at the bottom here. And then right now, that's why we go on the 4-hour time frame. We can see that the market would want to go and probably retrace the trend line again. It wants to retest it again at this zone, right, and then push back down. So we want to now wait for what the market would do, like the movement it will give us. So what we might look at might drop down to this zone, right, retesting this resistance that it broke, or it might actually just start pushing up from whatever zone that it would want to. It might play around like this, touch this whilst pushing up. The market doesn't move like tap water. I'm always saying this. It moves how it wants to move. So that's it for our analysis for the week, right? So I want to go through the trades that we took last week. Nothing too crazy. This is just the Asian session that I use, and I always want to trade after the Asian session into the New York Open, because that is when the market has a lot of movement, right? So on this particular day, when we actually had a really good trade, it was on Friday. It was this day, right, when we traded the breaks. So when was Monday? Oh yeah, this was Monday, right? Cool. So on Monday, what we did is we waited for the New York session to open around about the zone, and then you notice we have an impulsive move on this zone. So we looked at this zone, we noticed that, and then we're like, okay, cool, so what might the market do? It came and then it played around in this institutional candlestick right here, and then we wanted to buy that, so we came, we bought at that zone. That was on our Monday trade. We bought on that zone. Lovely trade we had right there, because our entry wasn't really there. Our entry was at the entrance of, at the beginning of the institutional candlestick, and then our exit was like right there. So it was nothing too crazy, and obviously we were targeting. I had like crazy take profits because I knew that the market would just push up, so we would end up leaving the trades, taking partial profits, and then on a realistic zone, this is actually what we're looking at, right? And then come Tuesday, I was biased to a buy, right? And then on Tuesday we did not see any movement, because this for me was already liquidity right there. 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. I knew that the market, if it wants to keep dropping, it's going to now drop and go to the zone. So since it was showing selling momentum, I didn't go into the trade, right? And then we have Wednesday right here. Then what happened on Wednesday, I was like, cool, it rejected at the bottom and then it's pushing up to the top, right? We had our Asian session, it closed, then the New York Open comes, and then it just broke that zone. Like what I had told you guys, that if it breaks, we're going in hard. It broke that zone, and what had happened was I actually just saw this price action right now. I just used the 30 minutes time frame to trade, right? So I was looking at, it was playing around, forming this little build up that it was forming right here, and then it pushed with a big candlestick, right? And then I was like, no, you know what, let me drop the signal. I did drop the signal in the inner circle, and then we entered around about this zone, right? And I was like, nah, this thing has to go up. So we just put our stop loss right below the build up there, and then our first take profit was, of course, just a little low. Like, this was crazy, right? It was really tight, and then we were waiting for the market to break. The moment it broke, we added entries, right? You always know that we're saying you don't add entries to losing positions, you add entries to winning positions. We added entries right there, and then it kind of like acted as if it was a false breakout. I don't know why it was trying to play around with people. People thought that maybe it was a stop loss hunt or whatever, and then we just shot up and up and up, even until today it's just going up. So what had happened is I never took out all the entries. I would just take partial profits, right? And then I'd added entries. So when I was now here, I did not take all the entries out. I actually was now waiting to add entries. So I just waited for the Asian session to end again, and then we waited for a new Asian session so that we could add our entries too, because I knew that the market might come and retest there and then go up. But when I saw that in the New York opened with a lot of momentum, we went in for more buys. I actually told the inner circle to add more buys, and then we had our take profit where it was, let me just check out where our take profit was. Where is the inner circle? Wait, this is the free signal group. I need the inner circle. That is the inner circle right there, right? Cool, right? You see, we actually said let's add entries to the trade. That was now on Friday. So our TP3 was smashed, which our TP3 was 17880, right? 17880, something correct. So that would be our TP3, 17880, right here, 17880, right there, right? So that could have been our take profit 3, but instead of taking profit, as you see that I did not tell them to just take profit, I said let us add entries, right? Approaching our third take profit, we might be looking to add buys today. This was like yesterday, now on the Friday. TP3 smashed, and then I gave another buying signal, and then our next take profit is what? 18080, right about this zone here. This was our last take profit on Friday, but we actually hit the first 2 take profits, 100 pips and everything. You see, the trade was really good, and then not even the sky is the limit. Let it fly, just waiting for it to just just push up to the top. So we added entries around about this zone. We always want to trade when there is a lot of volume in the market, so we added entries there. And our first 2 take profits were hit, but then right now we are targeting 880, which is that, right? So this is basically what we did to the market this week, and we can't wait to see what we're going to do to it again next week. Absolutely been a beautiful week, and we actually enjoyed this trade. Nothing too crazy. We all had the analysis, so if you actually just followed what I had said on this particular day, you could have just taken the trade as soon as it broke. here and just held it till this zone, you would have been in real good money, right? Because I actually did drop the signal for you guys through an analysis, right? So nothing too crazy. That's about the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. Smash the like button, turn your post notifications, and subscribe to the channel. With that, it's been Tino, and I'm out. Peace.